everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am excited to introduce to you part 2 of the 8-part series that I promised. So for anyone who has not seen part 1, you know who you are. Definitely go ahead and check it out. The title of that video is Okay Not to Know, and you're going to be blessed by it. I definitely know that you will. So for part 2, here goes. Dear recent graduate, if I can give you a piece of advice, I would tell you to learn how to embody excellence. I know it sounds all professional and extra wordy, but the reason why I want you to embody is because I don't want it to be something that you do on paper, but that's not who you are in real life. I don't want it to be something that you do when your boss is catching you so that it's like you're actually doing work when you're not. But I want you to make a decision willingly to be excellent, and then I want you to pursue excellence enthusiastically. And I say enthusiastically because excellence is not just about results. It's not just about the end goal, but excellence is also about your attitude. Because you can have all the results, you can have all the grades, you can have all the numbers and whatever it is that you're doing. But if your attitude is not excellent, if you're not someone who strives to be your best self and the best version of yourself, people will not take well to that. And so it's definitely a life lesson that I want y'all to understand. So when I was doing my master's degree, I was working part-time at the Apple store. I learned so much during that time. Entering the Apple store, yes, I had an iPhone, girl. Yes, I had a MacBook. I had an iPad. I had all them goodies. But when it came to truly understanding technology and making the most out of my products, I was not your person. I couldn't really set up my printer when I was in college. I had friends who would come and do that for me. And so here I was at the Apple store, but one thing that I committed to doing was being excellent. And in my youth group or Penta group at church, that's one thing we always talked about, the idea of being excellent wherever you are. And so there were people, my managers, different people who knew that, listen, this girl was in part-time employee, and they were surprised because just because I was part-time, just because my degree was in physiology and biophysics and I was working at Apple, I never belittled the people that were around me. And I never belittled my job. I made sure I showed up to work on time. I made sure I did my trainings, and I embodied the excellence that I know would serve me well. So if you are working at an entry-level job and you know they're giving you entirely too much work for the coins that are dropping in your bank account every 2 weeks, continue to embody excellence because it's going to serve you well. It's going to serve you well because your results will show that you have been working hard and that you are working on being the best person you can be. It will also allow you to gain confidence because as you're being your best and you're working the best you can be, you will automatically, well, not automatically, let me not lie, but you're definitely going to get better and you're going to improve. Also, as you embody excellence, people are going to notice. We all know that real recognize real, fake recognize fake, all that, but in all seriousness, the point is that you understand someone who is there to do a good job and someone that's not. And that will help you find favor in the eyes of your boss with God's help. So when it comes time to even apply for a position, you are already in their thoughts. When it comes time for that promotion, before you even raised your hand and said that you are interested in it, they were looking at you already because of the excellence that you are embodying. You never know. If you're even a bagger at a grocery store, be excellent in that. You might meet a customer who really appreciates how much you're helping them, and they could be a manager at a job that one day you would do you would do a lot to be able to be working at that job. If you are at a job and you are working there, or you're at an internship part-time and they're not even paying you a dime, and in 6 months Sally Mae about to be coming for her money, understand that even if they're not paying you, that internship experience will only be meaningless if you allow it to be meaningless. But if you make the most out of wherever you are, whether it's a volunteer experience, whether it's an unpaid internship, whether it's an entry-level job, or whether it's a job that is really good and something that you deserve to be working at after you have grinded and put that work in when you were in school, understand that embodying excellence will help you. It can come to a recommendation letter when you're going for a new position or you're transitioning to a new state or a different job. It can come with somebody being so thrilled by your customer service that they give you their card, and it turns out that they're somebody that would be a blessing to you in your network. It can come from being able to have such an organic conversation with somebody that it flows into a beautiful friendship later. You just never know where the next opportunity lies. And if you don't embody that excellence, the only thing that it's going to be doing is going to be hurting you, because you're going to be at a mediocre place and you're going to be getting mediocre results and nothing is really going to change. So I would definitely say, recent graduate, work on learning how to be the best you can be wherever you are. And understand this, your first job or your current job does not determine what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. So it's okay. It's okay that you're doing some entry-level job. It's okay that you may be working a job that you feel like you're overqualified for, or it's okay if you're working a job that has nothing to do with your field like I was, because I was blessed by working at Apple. I learned how to approach people that were complete strangers because we had to be able to help them, right? But I learned how to open up and get over that shyness a little bit to approach people. And I was able to do that because I knew I was excellent at my job. I knew that I had the knowledge and the wisdom to apply it. And so I was able to go out there and approach customers and help them. I dealt with customers that were deaf. I dealt with customers who spoke different languages. I dealt with customers who they were coming to their first iPhone from a flip phone in 2017. But I was able to learn how to be innovative and give analogies that will allow anyone to understand, whether it was a new iPhone user or someone who was with iPhones from the first OG that was released. And so I just want to tell you that make the most out of wherever you are, and whatever you're doing, embody that excellence. It is going to pay off, and it's going to allow you to be able to learn the lessons and develop yourself in ways that will serve you well in the future when you are at the job that you want, when your internship is now paid, where you're progressing from your entry-level job to the next position. And even for those of you who are working a job that is exactly what you have been praying for, I want you to continue to embody that excellence. Sometimes we put in the work and we be grinding and all of that stuff when we are applying to that job, when we have to get it. But once we get that job, we no longer value it as much. So what I will encourage you to do is continue to value that job, continue to be an asset wherever you are, so that even when the day comes and you have to leave, people ain't gonna be thanking God that you're leaving. They're gonna be blessed to have the opportunity to have met you and for what you were able to teach them. So sincerely, Julia. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time where I come back with the part 3. So go ahead and do me a favor and share this video with others, and understand that even if you are not a recent graduate, wherever you are in life, whatever you're doing, you can still choose to embody excellence, and you can still pursue excellence enthusiastically. So don't forget to subscribe down low so you don't miss the next videos that are to come. So you see that button down there, that red and white button? Definitely go ahead and click that button to subscribe so that you won't miss out on any future videos that I release. So thank you so much for your time. I hope that we're able to continue to connect, and that you will be tuning in for my future videos and sharing these messages to those who need it most. So I love y'all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.